Sawasdee krab. We are now here at one of the better known temples in Bangkok, the Benjamin Bopit Temple, also known as the White Marble Temple. Today we will take you on a tour around the temple as it has many interesting architectures that shed light on the culture and the beliefs of Thai people during the time of its construction. So follow us as we guide you through the temple and allow us to share with you our nugget of knowledge about this temple of white marble.
Benjamin Bopit is located in Bangkok, Thailand. To be more specific, in case any of you want to visit the temple yourselves, the temple is in Dusit district on Nakhon Pratom Road. It is next to Prem Prachakan Canal. And not only that, in this area, there are also several other interesting locations you could stop by, such as Government House, the Ananta Samakom Throne Hall, and the Dusit Palace.
Benjamin Bopit is considered a royal temple built during the reign of King Chulalongkorn or King Rama V. However, the history of the temple predated his time. In fact, during the time of King Nangklao or King Rama III, Benjamin Bopit Temple was not known by the name. Instead, they were known as Sai Thong Temple or Lamb Temple. It was later in the reign of King Mongkut or King Rama VI that the king changed the name into Benjamin Bopit Temple in order to honor the 5 nobles who helped repair the temple. Hence the name, Temple of the 5 Nobles.
Benjamin Bopit Temple was again reconstructed in the time of King Chulalongkorn or King Rama V in 1898. When King Chulalongkorn purchased the land, it was so that he could build a palace, and that palace was called Dusit Palace, as we all know today.
When he purchased the land, there were 2 old temples in the area. It was Dusit Temple and an abandoned temple. He transformed and refurbished the Dusit Temple into the palace, and he removed the abandoned temple so that he could construct a road. Because he had taken down 2 temples, it was according to tradition that he must build a new one as a replacement. King Chulalongkorn decided to transform Benjamin Bopit Temple into a grander temple completed with even more marvelous designs.
It must be noted that during the temple's reconstruction, Thailand was also undergoing a process of modernization due to influences from the West.
This process undoubtedly affected the design and the construction of the temple. The new temple was designed by Prince Narai, who is King Chulalongkorn's brother, in the year 1899, who integrated European designs and materials into the temple. The main material in this case is the white marble imported from Italy, and as you may have guessed, it gave the temple its other name, White Marble Temple.
After the new temple was completed, it was renamed again from Benja Bopit Temple into Benjamin Bopit Temple or Temple of the 5th King. Later, King Chulalongkorn donated the land under the name of Dusit Wanaram, giving the temple its full name of Wat Benjamin Bopit Dusit Wanaram. As time went on, the temple became the royal temple and gained much popularity from within and outside the country. To this day, the temple still holds the ashes of King Chulalongkorn after he passed away in 1910.
We have talked about the general information and history of this temple. Now it is time to talk about the architecture and artistic style of this temple. As these decisions were made by intentional design, it is a clear indicator of how Thai society was like in the past.
As we have mentioned before, Thailand was changing, and the construction of this temple reflects that change by its architecture. One interesting aspect is that the temple made from marble, which really makes it quite unique. Another factor that makes this temple different is that in the past, Thai temple would usually be in the shape of a square. if observed from a bird's eye view. Benjamabopit, however, is in the shape of a cross, resembling the shape of Christian churches in the West. If we take a closer look, we will notice some other interesting symbols.
Now we'll take a look at a specific part of the temple. We will not go to each and every spot in the temple due to time constraint. We will, however, try to explain to you every important details in the temple. And there are no better place to start than Phra Ubosot or the ordination hall. Looking in front of Phra Ubosot, you can see that there are two Singha or the mythical lions from the Himapan forest standing guard of the hall. These fantastical lions are the symbol of courage, power, leadership, perseverance, endurance, and loyalty. These lions are also the symbol of the Ministry of Interior, which at the time had the duty to take charge in protecting the people's well-being and keeping the order of society. We must understand that these lions were not intended to be a symbol of some foreign concept like in other temples. Instead, they represent the ideal of an organization that played a big role in Thai social system during the time it was built. Although this temple is relatively new and modern, there are still traces of old belief which were important to Thai people embedded within its design. This is reflected in its celestial and demon gatekeepers decorating the door and windows of Phra Ubosot. The gatekeeper's job was to ward off any evil that may enter and taint the area. The gatekeepers exist in most, if not all, Thai temples. For example, in the Emerald Buddha temple, there are huge sculptures of the 12 demons from Ramakien that guard it. In contrast, the gatekeepers in Benjamabopit seem more tame and matches the style of the temple. At the front of Phra Ubosot, there are also two boundary stones called Bai Sema. These boundary stones are in the shape of a lotus with the Dharma chakra carved into the back, which is the symbol for Buddhism. This designates a sacred area.
So, before we go inside the Phra Ubosot itself, I would like to point out the 4 symbols on each of the gables of the Phra Ubosot first, because these 4 symbols are some of the few that reflects the old Thai tradition, the old beliefs of Thai kings, Thai royalty, and the religious universe. And these 4 symbols actually comes from the royal emblem itself. I would like to explain them as follows. The royal emblem of the northern gable, Irapot. This emblem shows Erawan, the multi-headed elephant and mount of Phra Indra, or Phra-In. The real Erawan has 33 heads, although in this image there are only 3, most likely because fitting all 33 heads in a small emblem would be a great pain for the artist. Although, there is another reason, which is because this image is the most popular in Thai representation of this great elephant. It signifies the 3 major gods of Hinduism: Shiva or Praisuan, Vishnu or Pranarai, and Brahma or Praprom. If you have recalled, we have seen and read about these gods in Ramakien. Now we move on to the royal emblem of the southern gable, Phra Dhammachakra, or as we know, Phra Dhammachak. This emblem is simple enough. It is more straightforward, as Phra Dhammachak is the universal symbol for Buddhism, and Buddhism is the main religion in Thailand. Next is the royal emblem on the eastern gate, Phra Narai mounting Garuda, or Narai Songkrut. This is another classic symbol within Thai culture and history. As most of us are aware, kingship is extremely important in Thailand, even today. And until today, there is still belief amongst Thai people that the king is the avatar of Phra Narai. Moreover, the krut and the image of the krut is also used as Thai national emblem. The last royal emblem is located on the western gable. It is Maha Unalom surrounded by lotus petals, and it is the royal emblem of King Rama I. But that is not the emblem's only significance, because the depiction of Maha Unalom is also the depiction of wisdom in both Hinduism and Buddhism, and it could be interpreted either way as the third eye of Praisuan or the curled hair between Buddha's eyebrow. Both of the depiction, however, exemplify Thai tradition and beliefs both about religion and about how a king should be. We are finally inside Pra Ubosot. Pardon the whisper because we have to be quiet in here. There are people who came to pray and there are people who came to view the Buddha image that is the main Buddha image of this temple. And as you can see from inside, we would like to say that this perhaps is the place that shows how Thailand have shifted from the past into modernity during the reign of King Chulalongkorn. If you look at the mural painting in here, you can see the difference once you compare to the mural paintings in other temples, especially the older temples in Thailand.
The pagoda images not only represent the advancement of time, but also the new concept of kingdom, which was heavily influenced by Western countries and their colonies at that time. This concept of kingdom promotes the idea of territory to the Thai kings possesses not only by name, but with the actual authority over those territories. When we look at each of the pagodas depicted, we could see clearly that the real pagodas are located in different provinces in Thailand as follows.
Prasat Panom, Nakhon Panom Province, Pramata, Nakhon Si Thanarat Province, Pramata, Lopburi Province, Prasaranam, Mahata, Monga, Chaliang, Pramahat, Haripunchai, Lumpun Province, Prapanom Chedi, Nakhon Panom Province, Pramahatat, Sukhonthai Province, Pracheti Chai Mongkho Ayutthaya Province. It also must be noted that some of these areas before the reign of King Chulalongkorn rebelled against Thailand for they wanted to become independent states.
In addition to the mural paintings, there are stained glass decorations made in Florence, Italy. The art of the stained glass depicted Thai beliefs, such as the images of celestials, but also is undeniably that of the Western churches.
And in the midst of it all, surrounded by the mural painting, stained glass window, and jade-colored marble fence, is the Buddha sculpture. If anyone had ever went to the Pratsanaluk province and saw Prapurunachinarat might note the similarity. In fact, they may realize that it looks exactly the same. That is because this Buddha sculpture is a replica of the real Prapurunachinarat. It is said that King Chulalongkorn wanted the temple to have a Buddha sculpture that would match the beauty of the newly constructed temple, and that sculpture was Prapurunachinarat, that he saw once when he traveled to Pritsanaluk with his father, King Munkut.
Now that we have mentioned the form of the Buddha, we could not leave the temple without taking a look at the balcony of Benjamapopit. Made from marble and decorated with the symbols of the 10 ministries of Thailand during the reign of King Chulalongkorn, where 52 sculptures of the Buddha in different forms reside. These forms, or pang, depict Buddha in the various situations that he was in. For example, the 26th Buddha sculpture in the balcony is in the form of Pang Lila, highly considered to be one of the most beautiful forms. It represents the time when Buddha returned to earth, accompanied by celestial beings, after he went to heaven to preach his teachings. Another notable form of the Buddha here is in the 7th sculpture, Pang Tukha Kiriya, the emaciated Buddha, which represents the time when Buddha starved himself in order to attain Nibbana. All in all, the balcony does not seem to stray from the theme of modernity. intertwined with the perseverance of old culture. Now we have arrived at the last location inside the temple, which is called Sala Songpanuwat, or Songpanuwat Hall. This hall was used as King Chulalongkorn's residence while he was in monkhood. The interior of the hall consists of the mural paintings and can be seen in the style of the painting, as it is not as modernized as the one in Pra Ubasot. However, the content of the paintings themselves send the same messages as the others. This mural painting depicts the life of King Chulalongkorn, not any literary character or mythical locations, as is typical in Thai literature. It is mundane and grounded in reality, as is the running theme of this temple. Unfortunately, we were not able to get inside the temple as it is closed.
Benjama Bapit Temple is one of the most graceful and popular temple in Thailand. Despite the temple's construction being grounded in the desire to modernize the many concepts of Thai culture, in the end of the day, we can conclude that Thainess, or whatever is considered Thai culture, is not static. It changes through time, but however, that does not mean that it doesn't mean it is Thai culture. We believe that Benjama Bapit Temple has demonstrated the other aspects of Thai culture and reflects another chapter of Thai history. And with that, we would like to thank you for your kind attention, and we hope that we have succeeded in sharing with you the knowledge of this